Hi, I'm going to talk today about one of my favorite databases, CQ Researcher. Right now I'm on the library homepage, so we're going to begin with how to get to CQ Researcher. So if I just scroll down here to the Quick Links tab, under Database, I would click on Database, and then we have our A to Z list of databases, and I would just go to the letter C for CQ Researcher. You can also see we have a lot of other great databases, and it's wonderful to browse that A to Z list if you're looking for some cool databases to check out. CQ Researcher is right here, so I'm going to click on it. And CQ Researcher is just an excellent source because it provides in-depth reports, and these in-depth reports are written by journalists, and it's on a variety of public policy and controversial issues. So this is a great resource if you're writing about a controversial issue, because there's so many hot topics and public policy topics in here. It's also great if you're not sure of a topic. We have up here, you can browse topics, so it can help you kind of think of a topic. So it's what we call a summary source. It's a great summary source that summarizes the topic. If you scroll down here, you can see that there's some hot topics that are great for controversial issue papers such as abortion, gun control, marijuana legalization, immigration. These are issues that we hear a lot about. I also want to point out that they really try to update these reports a lot and to pay attention to the date of the report, because right here we have a very current report on pandemic preparedness. So they really do keep this fresh and up to date. It's always good to check out what the latest featured reports are on the CQ Researcher main page. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to type in my keywords up at the top because I know what my topic is. I know I'm interested in poverty and homelessness. So I'm going to see what is in CQ Researcher on this topic. Okay, so we are seeing some results come up. These are reports. Fighting urban poverty could be relevant. The pandemic economy looks to be pretty current. This is very interesting as well. And also there's domestic poverty, which is pretty recent. This is from 2019. So I'm going to select this. I want to read further on this report. And one of the cool things I like about CQ Researcher, there's an issue tracker right here on the right-hand side, and they organize the issue by the date of the report. So that helps you identify which reports are more current, and the more current reports are going to link to more current articles. The older reports often have some really helpful information, and they do update them and add some updates as well. So it's always worth checking out what reports exist on these issues. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see that this issue is broken down. There's an introduction, an overview. There's a pro-con area. There's maps and graphs. And then there's also a bibliography, so you get to see some of the sources that they used, which can help you in your research identify more sources as well. So I'm just going to scroll through here for the overview. And I want to point out one of my absolute favorite features of CQ Researcher and why I consider this to be one of the best sources when you're just starting out in your research, and it's great for first year English, is right here. If you click on these little hyperlinks, it tells you exactly where the information came from, and it links directly to the source. So you can click on this tiny URL and it's going to take you directly to that PDF for that source. Or perhaps it's a news article or another source. Right, so let's see, this is from the Pew Research Center, and here's some more research from the Census Bureau, and it just takes you right to the source, which is absolutely fantastic. So this can lead you to more sources. So I'm scrolling through the issue, I'm seeing some more links. And that's just something to be aware of. So always look for those. It'll tell you where the information came from. There's some really helpful charts in here as well. So if you're doing a presentation, these charts can be helpful to add a visual element. And in terms of citation, I also want to point out that there is a built-in citation tool. So if you click on Cite Now, it will give you the citation for the CQ Researcher report in APA or MLA. So that's also extremely handy if you want to cite the entire report. I want to point out some of the cool features. So if you look at the pro-con, these are two experts who are writing about their stance on the issue. So that's giving you some different perspectives there. If you go to maps and graphs, again, these can be very helpful when you're trying to illustrate a point. And if you go to the bibliography, it's recommending books, articles. These are all useful tools that were used in the research for this issue. So this is great for further reading. So CQ Researcher is just a wonderful resource for opening up your research. I would recommend it even when you're in the very early stages of research and you're looking for a topic, or you're looking to see what kind of keywords or topics to explore further for your topic. So I highly recommend you check out CQ Researcher. If you have any questions about CQ Researcher or any library databases, please reach out to a librarian. We are happy to help.